Today is December the 19th, 2017. And I have the honor of interviewing one of the oldest women who have lived her whole life right here in Charles County, Maryland. She's 98 years old, and her name is
Annabelle Warren.
And before you were Annabelle Warren, what was your maiden name?
Guthrie.
You were a Guttrick, so in that Guttrick family, who was your mama and your daddy?
My mother was Irene Riddison. That was her maiden name. Irene Washington. She married Warren Washington. You know them people lived down that back road, but they didn't stay together because we wasn't was very small. Because I wasn't born when my father died. I never seen him. He died in November, I think, and I didn't born until March. I never seen a picture of him.
What was your father's name?
That's what I'm telling you now about him.
Well, what was his name again?
His name was Robert Guthrie.
Robert Guttrick. And your mother?
Irene Guthrie.
And did she live a long life?
She died when she was about 55. My husband did too.
And do you remember any of your grandparents?
I remember I think I was about 5 when my mother's mother passed, Josephine Riddison. That was her maiden name, my mother.
Was your mother from the area?
Oh yeah, we lived there in Bannistertown all our life.
What town was that again?
Bannistertown.
Bannistertown. Now, where is Bannistertown located?
Down the road from me. You turn off at 6, go back in there, up in there, and then there was Dorsettown. Well, Dorsettown too.
Dorseytown is named after who? Do you know why it was called Dorseytown?
Yeah, because Miss Aggie and them was named Dorsey. And just like Bannistertown, all the people lived, were just like over there and here. Because there was a stone almost to their house, but that's the name they give, just like they give Poseytown name. Mm-hmm. Like that, I think that's the way it was.
Was the Bannisters, were they white or black?
They were my uncles and things, and my grandmother's brothers and stuff.
Wow.
Her name was Josephine Riddison. That was my mother's maiden name, Irene Riddison.
Could you tell me about the Bannisters?
Well, I had uncles, and cousins and aunts, all of them gone now, because they moved from here after they opened up the center in Pennsylvania. Everything, Andrew Baxter, Bob Baxter, I don't know, you don't remember him because it was too far back for him too, but Bob Baxter, now them people up there where the Montgomery lives now, they ain't no Montgomery, I guess they're almost gone. They were Baxters, Bob Baxter's children and all, but all of them just about gone, but that other girl lived up there, her name, she was a Bannister, what between there, I don't know, but anyhow, so she was related, she married, what's that boy name? He lived here in winter. We were all somewhere in her father. I forget his name. But that child lived there. Now she got that house coming down 224, I guess, up there by let me see, what's the name of that place?
That's okay if you don't remember right now.
I can remember though. It's off of the creek down there, right up there from Annabelle Warren.
Oh, okay.
What's the name of that little?
Nanjemoy Creek?
No, it's
Friendship Landing?
Friendship, you got it.
Okay.
Friendship Landing. That's where the bastards, with all them would live up Montgomery, Road to Montgomery, and all them people used to live up on that end.
All right. Can you tell me your earliest memories of growing up?
I guess I can tell you something, because there ain't much to tell. But my mother, Dick Savoy raised us. I only was only two of us, me and Effie, and my sister. You remember Effie? You don't remember that? Yeah, Anna made that mother. That's right. That was my sister. Was only two of us. And she lived to get 99. She just been long gone because she was 3 years older than I was. So she remembered her father, but I wasn't even born. I never seen a picture of him when because I wasn't born till March.
What year were you born?
Oh, 1919.
Where were you born at?
I was born in Pennsylvania. My mother, my grandmother, they went out there because all the folks had gone out, moved here and there trying to get a job out there to the south. And my grandmother was a midwife, Josephine Richardson, Mama. Mama was here with me, carrying me, because the husband had died. And they went to Pennsylvania to visit some of their cousins that had left from down here to go to Pennsylvania with the husbands to get a job, at Sonora, which they did. They stayed there. They never come back this way. They went out there to live. And Mama and them went out there to visit her and her mother, Josephine Richardson. And while she was out there, I born in Pennsylvania. But I'm sure that she sent out the birth card from down here, my grandmother, because she was a midwife.
And your grandmother's name again?
Josephine Richardson. You remember Emma Raw? Do you remember Emma Raw? Well, and that was her brother. Had married my grandmother, and he was my mother's father. That's why she was a Richardson.
So you remember your grandmother?
Oh yeah, I remember Granny, because Mama would beat us. But we was the youngest boy, but Granny wouldn't beat us. We call her Granny, we didn't like Mama because if you do little things, I guess she would beat us, but our grandmother never would. She never, we hung to her all the time.
What about your grandfather? Do you remember him?
The grandfather? Yeah, I kind of remember. His name was Bob Guthrie. And he came down here and married, after years and years, he married Miss Guthrie. Lillian Guthrie, her name was Lillian Guthrie, lived up there where the school used to be. And now they got a trailer there, because I went to that school. And so I remember him, because he came down there for the living. She did that poor man, they said, like, I don't know what, because she was bossy. You don't know her, though. You don't know her. I know her. And I remember him. I seen him 2 3 times. And Uncle Bridie Carter, you remember Bridie Carter? Well, that was his mother. And she was bossy, and so one day Mr. Johnny Toy came down here from Pennsylvania. That what they told me. And he had been down here and stayed a while, visiting, because he was from down here too. And Miss Guthrie went to church up at the Hilltop with some friend up there, a lady friend she used to hang around with. The boys is carried her up to visit her friend up there at Hilltop. But while she was gone, Mr. Johnny Toy was getting ready to go back to Pennsylvania. He done stayed his little time down here visiting his people. And they said Uncle Bridie Carter and them said they got a sack and put all Mr. Robert, my grandfather, Robert Guthrie's clothes into it and said he was kicking you down the hill. They never bought over. He'll run up everybody down the house and nobody in them now. On down the hill. And when she got back and got him away from here, because she was so mean to him, but she had married Isaiah Carter, and I never knew him. And that was her husband. And that was Adele, all of them father. But I never knew him, but I knew her very well.
Did you go to school in Pennsylvania?
No, she said they come on back home after the 9 weeks of how long you had to stay in bed and all that stuff back there in the day. And they could move on back home. Come on back down to Bassstown, where they left from.
So, which house did you go to when you came back here as a little girl to live in?
The same house where they was living at when after I born, they came back home. They didn't bounce it down. They stayed there till they died.
So the house isn't there anymore?
No, that hurricane took it down. Everything road up down there, so now it's no road or nothing to go down there. When you go past to go to Barbara's house down there, the Rainbow Village. I have to turn off 6 to go back in there. They call it Bunny Gray, Penny Gray, or who? Whatever they named that road.
Benny Gray.
But yeah, and they now you can't even, the road is even rolled up. Somebody done put something across there, across the road, so nobody can go in there. But ain't nothing down there because Bouncer Town, their houses all blowed down. You know how to stay when you don't stay in a place like that. And so there ain't nothing down there but woods and everything done grown up. So I passed by there going to Barbara house and I looked there and said, oh my God. Everything been going for years, you know.
When is your birthday?
3rd month, 18th day, 1919.
All right. So you got a birthday coming up
Yeah,
early next year.
yeah, March 18th.
And you'll be 99 years old.
If I make it.
Did you attend school as a elementary school here?
Yes, been up there, right up there where they used to be a school right off from Miss Guthrie. Now it's a trailer there. And I went to school up there. We had to walk all the way from Bouncetown up there. First we was going out there by the Old Grove Church. Before they moved it and built it on the side of the road, we had to walk all the way out there to the snow and ice and crossing the run, slipping off, ice break, go to school, foot aching. Oh gosh, I remember all that stuff.
What was the, what was the name of your school?
Old Grove. That's school we went to.
And how long did you attend that school?
I didn't get, I passed to the 6th grade, but I didn't go through it because they'd make you go there and work, you know. Children, the way education them days, them people would make you go there and work. Me and my sister used to laugh about it. I said, Mama, I said, F it. I said, Mama must have been lazy. Because she would, I guarantee she would not go there in no field and because she would make us go, you know. She would make us go out there, but she wouldn't know. And we laughed about that thing. But yeah, I remember, I mean, my memories is pretty good on things like that.
So when did you start going to Oak Grove Baptist Church?
When I was big enough to go, couldn't even walk, and they used to carry us in old ox carts. Didn't have no horse, had oxes, you know, put you in there, put them straw in there, and let them lay up in there, you know, and carry them to Old Grove Church. You know, because that was the only church I ever knew of until Ben Haywood built his little church right down the road there. It's a house now, ain't no church no more. He used to be at Old Grove, but he wanted something of his own, Ben Haywood. And then, so I've been to Old Grove ever since, because I got baptized when I was 9 years old. Got down to the water, right down there, that old barn is still there. It's hanging, you know, it's all just about to fall down. Where they just kill us up there and come up the river. And to change your clothes, you know. They would have your clothes and things there for you to put on. And I told them people, big people tell so many lies, talking about what they're singing. Now, I swear, it was so funny. Now I think about it. You had to go to morning bench. Sit up on that morning bench. Now there ain't no such as that. Just go up front and baptize you and you say it. I guess all you had to do anyhow is pray that for God to give you what you sin. But anyhow, we all was go up there, but they wouldn't let but one person go in there at a time. They only baptized one time a year. Then because they didn't have no, you know, pool to baptize in the river in the river. And they would carry one child in there at a time. Actually, you had to see something. What you see? And some of them children would holler, they see some white chickens and I said, them people be them children. Some of them tell you, them children ain't seeing nothing else. And they would holler, but go down to the, wouldn't put no clean clothes on you or nothing. Somebody going down, go down the hill and play with your helmets in the summer. And children, you know, they were young, very young children that got them. They didn't know. They done the best they could before they knew, you know. But all that stuff they was putting down wasn't right nothing. If you read the Bible. But that's what you had to do. Somebody come up there and seeing this and seeing that and they ain't seeing nothing. What you gonna see? But that's what they would make you do.
So did you sing in the choir as a little girl?
Mm-mm. I never sang in the choir because I couldn't sing no how. But I tried. I'd sing along with the other people. But I never joined the choir, nothing. And I didn't join much of anything. I was a trustee for about 25 years, 30 years, you know, at Oak Grove. And then after I got so I stopped serving because, see, they start, everybody, now they don't use no pencils. They got all this high mighty stuff. And I ain't nothing but that stuff. I had to do that. I couldn't see, but I was getting the up age then anyway, you know. So now they got all these computers and stuff that they have, you know, around what they do with. But
So, so
yeah,
what so what was the pastor's name when you were baptized? Could you give me his name again?
or I don't think I did give it to you, but Reverend Carter, Reverend Carter, Reverend George Carter, that old man was a good preacher, a great big man. Everybody just loved him.
So when you were growing up, who did you play with?
Who did I play with?
Who were your classmates and your neighbors?
The Henson, Lem Henson, Sarah Henson. We lived closer than that house is to this house down Bassentown. And Mary Gasaway and Maggie, her sisters and all, you know, and Dorothy Richardson. Of course, Mamie was older than I was, you know. We was in the next group, Dorothy and all.
Do you remember the Gaineses? Were you close to where they lived at?
The Gaines,
Uh-huh.
they always lived up here. We never got up this way nowhere. Like the only thing you got was down there into the church. You know, we never went up there to play with Ethel, cause she was older too than me, Ethel Colby. You remember Ethel Colby?
Do you remember Miss Ross? Miss Annie Nellie Ross?
Oh, that was my baby. I didn't know how to come home and I come off from work. I'd shoot right on down Hollis Spring Road, go down there because see them children came home and stayed where Pop Bennett got sick, Rosie, and then Lana got sick at a stroke or something. Then she come home and I used to go right on from work, right on down there with her. And she was old too when she passed.
She was in her hundreds.
Yeah, she was old when she passed, but she was held up good though.
Did she tell you any stories
No, she never
as
told me. We
you
go
all
in there and
sat
play.
around and talked? Uh-huh.
She would be in there, and we'd be in there playing dominoes and all that kind of stuff, you know, in the kitchen. Me and Rosa and Lanny. And Mariah came down and stayed a while with her. And like that, no, she never talked about no.
So do you have any old pictures of when you were growing up? When you
People
were
didn't have no cameras. And did I have a picture of Mom Nellie? I know somebody come down there one time and took a picture of her going up on that back step. But I don't have no old pictures, you know, of that in that neighborhood because in them days people had no cameras or nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have nothing like that.
So you attended Oak Grove all of your life.
All of my life.
So you saw lots of people coming and going.
Coming and going. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Now, at what age did you fall in love with your husband?
Oh, how old was I guess about 15.
Mm-hmm.
I guess about 15.
And what age did you get married at?
I got married in, when was it? 40 something. No, it was more than 40 something. And see, I remember that, but I knew I got married was the 11th of January.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked over to Reverend Haywood house through the woods where we used to go to church at. And Henry was sitting up there downstairs with a brother B, he upstairs. But them more people was something. You know, they married, he upstairs and she downstairs, cooking their own stuff. you know, like now people they do stuff like that, but people don't do that now, you know. But the Baby Hayward, they said was something, you know, when they said when he became, Henny told that she was my aunt.
Who was your aunt now?
And Henny, Baby Hayward, so,
Aunt Henny.
mm-hmm,
Her name was Henny Haywood.
yeah,
Ah, okay.
Baby Hayward. And he, she said that if he carried her down to his church, she had to give him a quarter. He had an old car. She sent him back. I remember had to pay a quarter for the ride with him. Now you know that wasn't no he preacher. I said, oh, they was something. And Big Francis was to tell her all that tale, because that was her aunt too, you know. Big Francis, but now I was second cousin.
No, who was that?
Big Francis Holmes. And
Oh, so you remember the Holmeses?
yeah, we were the ladies. See, that was Anne Maria was my aunt, and that was Big Francis' mother.
So how was she your aunt? Mariah was your aunt?
See, her brother was my mother's father. Was her father. My mother's father was Anne Maria's brother. You remember him? You don't know who Anne Maria was there a long
And
time.
what was his name?
His name was what was it? That man named Bill Richardson. That was his name. Bill must stand for William or somebody like that.
You said Richardson?
Richardson.
Uh-huh.
Richardson.
Uh-huh. So, that's interesting. So, did you go back to Pennsylvania to visit after you moved back here?
Oh yeah, we used to go up there all the time. Most every year we used to go up there. You know, we had the ladies up there. All them people, them bouncers and all them people was up there from down here. You know, when they went up there to get a job at Sunall. Sunall opened up, and all of them went up there to get a job, and that's where they stayed until they died.
Do you remember any Browns?
Browns.
Uh-huh. Do you remember Bill Brown in Ironside? How about Lanny? Lanny Brown? Landonia Brown, who married
No,
Bill, who was Bill Brown's mother?
no, I don't know nobody. Honey, we didn't get nowhere. We didn't. But yeah, we would walk up to Miss Croft. We thought we were so happy or sad that, you know, everybody get together and go walk up to the store up to the crossroad.
Mm-hmm.
We walk up there, and that was for we ain't going nowhere but church and back home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like all these young people now that, you know, they know of me now, but I don't know these younger children and all that's coming up here, you know, and back further. I know when it was in my range, and all of them gone. I'm but the only one down here now, you know. All the rest of them gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of them gone. So nobody but me, you know, in my range and Sister West.
Let's talk about God a little bit. You're 98 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You want to testify about the goodness of the Lord?
Well, I have all the good things to say about God because He is me. That's like I tell them, oh, they tell me you don't. I'm not lonesome because every time I'm got God, I got it all. I has it all because He looks up for me. Oh Lord, all that time I'll be thinking about something I want, and I look somebody and come with it. He is so good. I could write a book about Him. You know how wonderful He is to me, and always has been down through the years. We didn't have nothing. But look like somebody always took to me for some reason, you know. Just like these white people now. I ain't never swept a floor for them. And they come around and Bob and them do and clean this house up, you know, and bring me cooked food and all like that, and Gloria Hampton and Faye Wolfgang. I don't want for nothing like that, you know. So it's nobody but the goodness of God that put those kind of people in my life. So this time I said, no, I said, me and God, I sit there and pray so, honey. And I'd find myself crying. I said, what I'm crying for? I don't know. I get so filled up when I think about the old time. And everybody gone, you know. And nobody now around my age or half my age is gone. And like my son told me, that boy is so crazy. When the Indian had opened up, Everybody going in there. And they were playing, wasn't nobody playing money, because the only thing I ever did was cut tobacco and cut corn and work men work. That's what I work, till the later years. Now I just do nothing then but days work. I think that's what's wrong with my knees. But I had mops and things to do floors and stuff with, but I couldn't do it fast enough because I used to do 2 jobs a day, or just housework. And then I would get my things. They even bought stuff to put underneath my knees, but I had no time for it dragging that. I'd have to hurry up and get through that so I could go to the next. Wasn't paid but $4 a day. So I have had it, but God brought me through it. I brought it through me through all of that. I'm still here. But yeah, I mean, God has been a blessing and still is. I'm telling you, yes, He's a wonderful God. And if I got God in my corner, I got it all. But getting back to Moses, when everybody was going going to Indian here, I wanted to go too. People making money and stuff, going there cutting cordwood and doing. I never cut much cordwood, but I used to strip tobacco there all cold and cut tobacco. Son, went out there one day and we were there and got home, had an old piece of radio. I measured it was 100 degrees. I said, that man up there next door used to live there, that crazy Wilson, Richard Wilson. I think he worked in here. And man, the sticker got it and I got to get it. And that time you would stoop down to get a slide of back into his bed, and that sun would be glassing, so hot. I said, if I'd have known it was 100 degrees, I guess I would have fainted myself. That man couldn't even go back after lunch. That man's eyes had turned gray. And he was sitting up there, people were putting leaves, green leaves in the hat, for to try to help him. He couldn't even go back to work. But I made my day. I worked there, but I didn't know it was that hot. But boy, when I got home, turned on the radio, it was 100 degrees out there. And I said, Lord, if I knew it was that hot, of course I was always, I wasn't lazy. And I would undertake most anything if I thought I could handle it. So I would have made that day because it wouldn't give me but $4 a day, 8 hours, So that was, but I'm still on praying ground. My husband, he went over there and didn't pass. Then didn't want me to go. I got my papers and I got called and everything. I was so mad. The Lord had me fucking get on. So I said, Lord have mercy. And Moses and Shirley, they was young then, small. I said, the only way I can go, I'm going to have to leave him and go. But then I didn't want to leave the children, for somebody else to raise, And Moses said, my son said, Mama, everybody working in here is dead. Tell me, you better be glad because you probably been dead too if you had a went. That's what that boy is so crazy. But it sounds like it's true. Because everybody from around here died. Most of them had cancer.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't put on the stuff they were supposed to put on.
Yeah.
For to protect themselves. They tell me that's what brought it on. I don't know. But anyhow, yes, it was rough. But through it all, I'm still here on praying ground, above the dirt. And I thank and praise God for it.
Any last words you might want to share?
Like what?
Anything you want to say that you haven't said already?
Well, I don't know much more I haven't said than I can say.
Well, we did have an early conversation about you driving.
Oh, yes.
And you just stopped driving just recently.
Yeah, it's been about a year.
So you drove up until you were 97 years old.
Yes, I did. I used to work up down in Camp Spring because they were paying like $20 a day. And I used to get up in the morning and get in that car and go up to Camp Spring, work that day's work. And I worked up there for almost 14 years. And now I don't even much know where it is. It done changed over building, over things, whatever they call them, I would go through there sometime. I said I used to work right down that street, going stuff like that. But, I couldn't go up there now and drive because they done changed it too much. I couldn't drive up there, and I wouldn't dare try because I wouldn't even, if I ever make up my mind that my knee gets all right to go, I may put tags on them better, but them children don't want me to. They wouldn't help me to get them or nothing like that because I couldn't get them because God blesses me because people come in and give me a little piece of money, like that. I could put the tags on that car, but I don't want to put them on there for no full time. I would put them on it for a year. They say you can put them on it for a year. Because my license bill, they would give me no more license. Last time I got them, I was so upset that I said, them people will give me no license. But I hadn't had no accident, no tickets or no nothing. Went through in flying colors. I said, but now, 2020, they're going to be, my license going to be on it. And I still got 18, 19, 20, I got 2 years I can do, I can get no vessel and going down the riverside or if I don't want to walk, couldn't walk up beyond the Shirley house and places like that, but I wouldn't try to go up. I told him, I said, I ain't lost, I may have lost some of them, but I call it brains and think marbles. I said, I've still got marbles left. And don't you think that I don't have marbles left? I ain't crazy. And indeed I do. I know what to do and what not to do. Yes, indeed. But I just thank God for Jesus because it's all about him and not about me.